that someone paid it to fucking destroy me. And I'm sorry that this is going to be our transition to the last topic, but it's going to be so people on the video, Daniel, are going to think I'm looking at your dick because I keep looking at your leg right here to make sure you're not hitting it. Yeah. And people watching.
Dude, quit looking at my penis.
Like, I was just thinking, because I looked down and I was like, oh man, someone's going to think I'm looking at Daniel's dick because I'm looking down making sure he's not touching it.
That's fun.
Yeah. But before we get into the two more serious, because now we're into just the final randomness. Before we get into the more serious, besides Panic at the Disco, what are you listening to? What kind of songs? Yeah. What kind of bands? I've been listening to Panic at the Disco.
Leaning close.
Bones.
And Downtown by Michael Moore.
And Downtown.
It's terrible, but
it's amazing.
He's had me thinking about mopeds, thrift shops. It's terrible.
But I've also been listening to that Bourne's album, Panic at the Disco, a lot. And then Frank Sinatra, a lot of Frank Sinatra and Rod Stewart. Like, you know me, I've been going crazy over them. And I love Rod Stewart. Ever since I've...
Yeah, that Bourne's Electric Love. And I think a guy 98.5 was the first time I heard it. And he was talking about how he's obsessed with it. I'm like, way to go. Now I am.
Yep, it's the same thing I thought. I was like, way to go. Now I'm obsessed with this song,
and then when you see the music video, you're like, well, dang. An animator put a lot of time into making this look exactly how he wanted.
I love that. That music video is amazing. Yeah, like... amazing. Also, another thing, I'd kind of like to start maybe these two just into the randomness, just almost every week or something, just because you know how much I like talking about music and YouTube, just like talking about it. But you can think about it for a second. I'll say your favorite YouTube video of the week, because we watched a lot of YouTube. Mine is going to be you're stealing it. You're stealing ETCs, motherfucking ETCs. The Fine Brothers video.
Yes, the thumbnail on it was on fleek as always. And just to be like Ricky and Elliot are fucking awesome.
Dude, they're so... Dude, I was going to say the same thing. Like,
I know you were going to...
Because I even had it written down right here as mine, ETC Fine Bros. Because...
You little pirate.
Dude, that
video... You're going to pirate that right out of my mouth.
They did an amazing amount of research on that video. It was great. It was like research, funny, news. It was
I don't feel like too douchey either to like the Fine Bros. Like, but they do have a point, like... It's the Fine Bros, you don't overreact. Sorry for all the backlash you're getting for it, because it's your job. It's the whole well-being of like your whole studio.
It's the name of your channel, yeah.
Yeah, but
you know who I feel bad for though, man? I feel bad for like the teens and the children and the elder.
That awesome elder man that's always on it. He's always happy. Yeah,
dude, he's like, I feel bad for them because you know what I mean. Like, I'm sure they're gonna get some kind of heat just from people just blowing off heat, and like those people don't deserve it. Like they're just there reacting just like everyone else making videos
with those genuine reactions and just having fun.
Yeah, exactly, and they're
probably getting paid for it's still probably a job. Like they're probably having a blast, dude. Like, get off their back.
Right, I understand. Like, I hope that trademark for React better not go through, because that's the one thing. Like,
yeah, because they start breathing down everybody's neck, the internet's just gonna shut them down.
But I understand kids react. I understand elders react, even though there's kind of what I hear might be a crappy story behind it. But it's all hearsay. You never know, so we don't go by hearsay. But I understand kids react. Why? Yes, have that trademark. Yes, just because. You were the first ones. It's kind of more of the brand.
Anybody else could just be like, blah, blah, blah's name, or be like, they could just put React, or just make it a React, like one of the tags for them to search it.
Like if we was going to make this, it would be called like Petry's React to Fine Brothers, you know what I mean? Which is completely fine, but as long as it's not like Kids React, Fine Brothers, you know what I mean?
Or it'd be like,
just me and
let's say if it was like, we end up having two sons or something, be like two little boys react to... Now it would be kids react to like, those are kind of understandable, but don't go like the whole react term.
Yeah, like that'd just be that'd be unfair because you could use it unfairly, even though I wouldn't suspect them of using it unfairly, but they could. Like it's just a matter of they could at that point. They could, and that kind of sucks.
Yep. Now time to wing it back. What's your favorite YouTube video of the week?
Oh man, you stole mine. So you ramble on a little bit more.
Let me keep rambling. Ramble, ramble, and do the shamble.
Do the shamble. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just gonna have to pick something from Okay, I know it might not have been.
I just wipe my nose down.
But
I'm half sick, nigga. Don't give me.
Did the kind of funny cartoon? I mean, did the Funhouse cartoon come out this week? If not, that's it. Because I don't care if it came out because it only comes out like once a month.
Funhouse's animators do such a good job. Like, it's so awesome that Funhouse and Kind of Funny have
an animator.
The little animators now. Because
dude, we're gonna that's what we're. It's hard, dude. It's hard to learn that shit. Like, we're in the process of it, and it is hard as a.
Like, now see why they have to pay somebody 8 hours a day, and they have to have that money to make sure they'll pay before they go do it.
Right, and I see why it takes one person a whole month to make Funhouse's awesome little animations.
Awesome job too for himself.
Oh, so good. Like, oh man, like that dude's my inspiration for these animated things. Because that's, like a 3D model moving and and Kind of Funny is just like drawn out. But I'm just not. I can't draw, so there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell I can ever do that. And it will never be able to do drawn out animations. But yeah, I think that Funhouse cartoon would be mine. Love Funhouse. Honorable mention to everything Kind of Funny does and Funhouse does. Love them.
Oh yes,
man. And I wish I kind of wish Ricky and Elliot would be able to just separate from it. You know what I mean? Basically separate so that way they could be making all of the money, or however, you know what I mean?
Separate from Machinima.
I just feel like Machinima is. I feel like they're the only thing keeping Machinima up on float. Them two they're the only I love Matt and them there, but I'm usually never clicking on Inside Gaming videos. I just all because I miss the Funhouse guys. But man, I feel like Ricky and Elliot are the only reasons I watch Machinima, and oh man, they do such a good job, and I feel like they're 850. They're doing great as far as subscribers. But Elliot, man, I love that show. But let's go back to something a little serious. Our final little. It'll be it'll be like a mix between Fine Brothers and Donald Trump losing Iowa. What I did not expect. I didn't even know this was going on. I was so busy working on the first Max Level podcast. I honestly didn't know this was going on. I kind of wish I did but I just woke up one day after working on videos. I just woke up and was like, oh shit! I didn't even know people were voting or a pre-vote, because I forget, you know what I mean. It's just primary, or I forget exactly what it was. Anyway, he lost it, and people were flipping their crap over it. But I forget Cruz, whatever his name was. He won, and there's a creepy video going around of him kissing his daughter, but. It was just really I'm not the video said it was his daughter. I'm not sure what fucking girl it was, but it was just a really creepily forced thing. And if it was his daughter, I see why. It's I'm your father. I'm gonna give you, but it's still just kind of creepy. But apparently,
gosh, guys, it's just one.
But apparently he won, and Donald Trump. I know he already said this before, but he was
is he going on Necrogoblicon on it?
If he doesn't win the Republican side, he's just going to go independent. So he plans on running for president anyway. It doesn't matter if he wins Republican.
Donald Trump? Oh my God.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he wins the the whatever for the Republican side or not. He's going to go anyway. So that is just going to be an interesting year for presidential elections. But Trump got second place, which is still pretty good. God. So he's
don't get me wrong, Trump can convince loads of people to let him. For money, he's definitely small, but his kid definitely looks like the kid off the porch, one of the people off the porch, but he's a small porch.
I saw a funny meme.
He's small because he's saying everything that will piss off every American or get them talking about him. I don't want him as a president, but fuck it, if he does, it's who voted for him, fuckers.
Right, exactly. If he becomes president, we just have accept it. People who want a bitch, sorry, you should have voted. You should have done something. If not, you know what I mean? Sorry, deal with it. That's all.
Exactly.
He's gonna do he's not gonna be any worse than the last 10 presidents we had. Everybody's usually seems to go the same little line. They talk a whole bunch of talk.
Yeah, then they just get paid They just get paid and listen to Congress the whole time. And then they leave.
Yep. Then they leave. They might throw in something at the end or two.
Yeah, but Obama had nothing to do with it. It was a long time coming. But gay marriage finally getting done, and whatever they're doing with everything else, he's setting up good foundations. I feel like for the country, but
gay marriage, I feel like I woke up one morning. And
it just happened. I was like, that's cool.
Man, I thought it was gonna be more of a build up to this. I thought it was gonna feel like more of a fight, but I'm sure it was a fight somewhere else. It felt more like a fight.
Or maybe we just need to save that for a different topic before we land more. No.
It can still be random because it's not like there's much to talk about it anymore. It's already won. It's done and over.
Like we said too, Tom, you woke up one morning, you're like, oh, it's legalized. And then you already heard about that pastoral bitch trying to.
Oh God, yeah, Kim Davis. God, what a crazy lady.
Like right off the bat, like, oh, it's legalized. Oh, who's this bitch? Really?
Right.
The fuck?
And like our kids, they're never gonna know, like, you know what I mean. Gay marriage is gonna be a normal thing to them. They're never gonna realize the struggle that gay people went through or whatever to get through it. And then after that, you know, like it's just gonna be like people are just gonna, you know what I mean. So like we're gonna remember it that we just woke up one morning and holy crap, this big thing all of a sudden changed. But you know what I mean. Like our kids are never gonna see anything like that, or I mean, think about gay marriage in that way, as in like, oh, like it wasn't us, but we saw other people fighting like hell to get this. And they finally achieved success. It took them a long time, and it felt like it just happened overnight. But we were glad that they finally got that success. You know what I mean? It'd be like our grandparents when Martin Luther King and the other people were marching in the streets. Like, you know what I mean? Like blacks and white people, and everybody was standing in the streets fighting for equal rights. Like also, it was the time women were starting to get to vote. So like, you know, that was our grandparents' moment of like. People fighting for rights, and yes, they finally got it.
It may not be perfect. Equalization.
Yeah, exactly. It may not be perfect, but it's in this right step of getting it. You know, nothing's ever going to be perfect. It's all going to be wishy-washy, but at least that's definitely a right step. Like, hey, we made it here, so that's good. And like, gay marriage is definitely the same thing of our generation.
I'll say talking about that.
You can keep going.
It's all going to be kind of almost like steps of equalization, like. This is just a completely random ramble.
I love you too, David. Sorry, I had to move my bed somewhere there.
Love you, David.
But what was you saying?
Almost like each step in towards complete equality is like almost like the Tower of Babel. Kind of like makes you think of. Hopefully, it doesn't end up crumbling down. But just each step makes you think like. Because eventually, we're just gonna fight all these equality fights. Someone's gonna be like, look back and be like. Eventually, it's going to be finally peaceful because everybody's going to be like, well, shit.
What do you see?
When you look back on all the steps people took to get here, and then you realize like all the same people went through the same hardships, and it's going to be like climbing a mountain, and then them turning around to look at the mountain that came up to them. They're going to look around, and it's going to be a straight plane. Like they climbed the mountain till right as they felt like they were on top of a cloud. They looked over and was. We're all equal, and then maybe we can get something done on this planet.
What do you think is going to be the next step? If gay marriage was this step, what's going to be next? I think probably transgender people. Like, it seems like a next step. Even though, like, some people associate it with being also with gay, but, like, I see it also being the next step.
Yeah, transgender or legitimately people pulling out of this racist shit. Like, legitimately thinking, instead of sitting here in our own little bubble being like, well, all of us white people and black people are doing good in America. Fucking we need to fuck those fucking suicide nets in fucking China for fuck's sake. Like, don't go starting a war trying to make them false. It would be like you can pay minimum wage and treat them like human beings and make them only work 40 hours a week and not ship us as much shit because we don't need it.
What does Chinese people have to do with transsexuals?
Just completely coming out of racism. Because you were talking about transgender, and then I said I was getting out of the complete racist stuff altogether. And actually actually going to help Africa. Actually going to help all these other, half third world places. China isn't third world. But motherfucker, they might as well treat their people like they're in a fucking third world. Like,
I think after transgender people, it'll be some form of alien race. That seems logical.
Oh, that'd be
logical. Like aliens are going to come here, or eventually it'll be like an intergalactic civilization. We'll be talking with aliens or whatever, and Earthlings are going to be like, people shouldn't have sex with aliens. There's no they shouldn't get married. They shouldn't do all these things.
Mess up their genes. Or...
Yeah, exactly. It'll be like, who cares? Like, if the alien enjoys putting its penis in or having a penis put in it, and a human enjoys having an alien penis in it or putting its penis into an alien, then who cares? Like, they both agreed to it. Who cares? It's both making them feel good. Who cares?
Fuck if the alien's like a spider and has to eat you afterwards.
I mean, it's not like a human's going to agree to be eaten after, unless it's just some weird. I mean, if it's a weird fetish, that's their prerogative. I don't know why you went to my worst phobia to spiders, but
God, yeah, oh my.
Let's just pull that out of my ass. Spiders. But I feel like that'll probably, and then after that, I feel like that'll probably be it. Yeah, like, you know what I mean, like, yeah, like, because bacteria and everything else still follows under.
I feel like it's gonna be
technical alien.
The thing with aliens. I feel like it's gonna be one of them here. It might sound a little messed up, but we're gonna have to have 1-in-1 as a test to make sure if they can bear a child, or is it completely infertile and they can go crazy, or if they can bear a child, what's the child gonna end up like, and is it gonna have any deformities? Or is it just bad for the kid and it has to be aborted? Like, it need to be tested for us. Like, it can't be like everybody go crazy, because then the whole motherfucking alien species is extinct because of a bunch of horn dogs, and here we are, people exploding. Play like, you don't know.
Man, you got all right, Hitler Dan.
I just said
it needs to be under lock. It'd be weird.
It's under spot and lock, to be exact.
He can watch over it. I'm sure he's got a man Spartan cop. But I think we had a good conversation. We're somewhere around an hour. I'm not exactly sure. But if you guys would like, please go check out Daniel's channel. We do some 1v1s, some other gameplays. We're moving things around. We're doing a whole bunch of different stuff, like creating sets. We're just doing a whole bunch of Cinema 4D. We're creating a whole bunch of shit you may never see, but we're creating it. But go check out Daniel's channel. We're doing it. I love the 1v1 series over there. I may lose a lot, but that doesn't matter. It's still a good time. And if you'd like, you can go check out some more videos that I've made down in the link below, like top 5 fails. I got some rants. And if you want more Max Level Podcasts, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys next time. Peace on. But see, I'm going to try a whole bunch of different things. That's better than